Guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you are doing amazing. Today's video, we're going to be talking about how to build a friendship with your partner. Okay, let's get into this video. You know, the best way to enjoy a relationship is when you and your partner are friends. If you are friends, you'll not be afraid to tell them certain things, okay? But how do you build this friendship? For starters, you have to understand each other. Understand what makes your partner happy, what makes them sad, what makes them angry, and things in those lines. And then, how exactly do you do this? You people go on dates, and most of the times you ask wrong questions. Go on your first date, sit down, order a meal, find out what his favorite meal is, okay? Find out what he likes to eat. That is the first one. On your first date, then you ask the right questions. You find out, let's say, where he's from, if he has siblings, you know, his relationship with their siblings. Are his parents alive? How's your relationship with them? When is the last time you visited them? You know, all those questions, all those personal questions, so that somebody should know that you're trying to get to know them. Do you understand me? And then those are the first date questions. Second, third, by the fourth date, you will have found out his genotype, to avoid a case whereby you people will go far in your relationship and you'll be planning on getting married. Then you go and check genotype and you find out both of you are AS, and you start saying, no, I love him, he loves me, and can we still proceed? Do you understand me? Ask the right questions at the right time so that you know how to go about that relationship. If you understand your partner, if you understand what they like, what you will know how to treat them, and then they will also know how to treat you, because that level, the first stages, you people understood each other. You understood you know, your strengths, you understood each other's weaknesses, and at the same time find something in common. You know, you people have to have something in common. At least if you go out on a date, you have one particular thing or 5 things that both of you like, something that you can joke about, something you can laugh about. And even if you're in a different place, your girlfriend is going to send you a video and say, babe, I saw this and I thought of you, and you laugh about it. Hey, it's funny, blah blah blah, for example. And you know, for example, sometimes my husband will be watching videos and he knows that my wife is going to laugh. Let me show her this. He's gonna call me, babe, look at this. You know, I look at it, and sometimes you tag me on some posts on Facebook, or maybe just a meme that applies to maybe one conversation that we had before. You know, all those small things are very, very. You know, I've seen cases whereby some people will say, Mama Angela, I can't ask certain questions because he's going to think I'm desperate. What are you desperate about? What are you desperate for? You are trying to get to know somebody. How does that make you desperate? What exactly is it? Where is the desperation coming from? What are you desperate to do? Where are you desperate to go? What are you desperate to achieve? You know, before you ask yourself if I'm being desperate, what exactly am I being desperate? Is it wrong for me to get to know the person I'm getting involved with? If your partner, if that person thinks, you know, you're pushing things too fast, you know, maybe you're being too forward, maybe he's not mature enough to handle you. You know, those are the things you're going to find out at the first stage. You can't be with a man and then you're constantly walking on eggshells, wondering, oh, is he going to think I'm too desperate? Oh, is he going to think I'm too forward? Or maybe he's going to think I'm too easygoing. You know, things like that. You're not supposed to have those thoughts. You're a woman that wants a man who is going to marry her. If you're one of those people that wants to get married, you know, not everybody wants to get married, but if you're one of those people that is looking for somebody that's going to marry her and going to make her happy for the rest of her life, you have to ask important questions. You're not supposed to be afraid. Stop all these desperate, he's going to think I'm what, he's going to think I'm too forward, he's going to think I'm what are you desperate for? Stop asking all those, stop, you know, putting things in your mind. Some men actually like women who are bold enough to ask them reasonable questions, to ask them important questions. Okay, where do you see yourself 5 years from now? What type of woman do you want to be with? Okay, and for example, if you and I get married, would you want me to work? Okay, or maybe do you want me to go into business? Do you want me to go to be a housewife? Then, you know, when he gives you those answers, you're going to tell yourself, this is not something that I want, or I like what I'm hearing. Do you understand me? So that's why it's very important for you to ask all those questions in the beginning. Then once you've gotten to know each other, that's when let's talk about trust. You know, trust has to be there in that relationship for the friendship to actually blossom. Do you understand me? No, you have to find out whether he has female friends. What about female friends does he have? Okay, am I comfortable with them? You know, not whereby you don't know if he has female friends. Messages will pop up on his phone and you'll be looking at him like this. What is he hiding? What is there? You know, you're constantly in fear, wondering who is he talking to now? Who is in his DMs? Who is he hitchhiking? Who is he what? Because there's no trust, which is very terrible for your relationship. It's a red flag. It's you can't be with a man, you can't be with a woman, and you're constantly afraid that somebody is going to snatch them away from you. Then why are you with them in the first place? You can't be with somebody that you cannot trust. For what reason? What are you doing with them in the first place? Okay? And then one important thing you're supposed to know is that you can't change somebody. People change on their own. So if you see red flags while you're dating, and you tell yourself, he's going to change. Maybe when he marries and he has responsibilities, he's going to change. Mostly, people don't change. They'll change if they want to, not because you tell them, hey, I don't like this one, I don't like this one, I don't like this one. But if they think you're worth it, they'll definitely change. But if you see all those red flags, don't ignore them and hoping for them to just disappear. When he marries you, disappear when the relationship goes down, inside like that. You know, if you're tolerating certain things in the beginning, it only gets worse. Your partner will look at you and say, she knows me. She knows I like to do this. So even if I do it, it's not going to piss her off. You know, she understands that I like this. You know, whatever you allow in the beginning of the relationship, the foundation is very important. Whatever you allow in the beginning, that's the basis of your relationship going forward. That is why I will emphasize on asking the right questions. Pay attention when you ask those questions. Pay attention to the way he responds. Find out his friends, who he hangs out with, because they say, show me your friends and I'll show you who you are. So most of the times, there can be 5 friends, mostly if it's men. 5 friends, maybe 3, maybe somehow, maybe 2 of them or 1 person will be sensible. Make sure the sensible person is your partner. Do you understand me? And another thing is, men don't like being controlled. Okay, not just men. Nobody likes to be controlled. So all these phone calls here and there, like constant phone calls. Where are you? What are you doing? Who are you with? Where are you? What are you doing? Where are you with? You know, it pisses people off. They don't like it. That's why if you don't have trust in that relationship, cut it off immediately before it goes further, because it's going to frustrate you. It's going to frustrate your partner, and you're going to constantly be trying to save your relationship instead of actually having a relationship, and it's a terrible thing. Do you understand me? So that is it. For you to build a friendship with your partner, make sure you understand them, make sure you trust them enough, make sure you know their background, know the people they hang out with, know know the relationship with them and their family members, and meet some of them, meet important people in their lives, and ask them small questions. With the way they answer you, you will know the person you're getting involved with. You will know if this is actually worth it. Okay? That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.